Welcome back to CarWow 787, where innovation meets combustion, and we bring you the engines that defy expectation. If you love experimental powertrains, transparent mechanics, and hybrid fuel concepts that challenge tradition, you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because what we're exploring today is something rare, visual, and mechanically fascinating: a dual-fuel transparent engine that runs on both petrol and steam. That's right. Imagine an internal combustion engine you can see through, firing with gasoline but also boosted with steam pressure. This is not just an engine, it's a working demonstration of two very different worlds: fossil fuel combustion and steam propulsion, coming together in a way that makes you question everything you thought you knew about engine design. Let's start with what it is. A dual-fuel petrol and steam engine combines the traditional operation of a gasoline engine with an auxiliary steam expansion system. The transparent part, that's just the cherry on top, built from heat-resistant acrylic panels or reinforced glass to let you actually watch combustion, expansion, valve timing, and even fuel vapor mixing in real time. But beyond the cool looks, the real story is in how these two power sources are balanced. In this experimental build, the engine primarily operates on gasoline, conventional petrol injection into the combustion chamber, timed spark ignition, power stroke, and exhaust. Nothing unusual there, but here's where it gets interesting. A separate boiler feeds superheated steam into either the intake manifold or directly into the combustion chamber in sync with the engine's timing. This steam doesn't just add pressure, it also recycles waste heat. It's part of what engineers call a bottoming cycle, taking the heat that would normally be lost through the exhaust or coolant system and using it to do more work. When injected properly, the steam expands rapidly and adds power to the piston stroke, reducing the load on fuel alone. So now, the engine is using less fuel to generate the same, or even more torque, especially at low RPMs. Steam boosts cylinder pressure without additional combustion, reducing detonation risk, smoothing operation, and even cleaning up some emissions. And the transparent engine housing lets you see that expansion process in real time, a puff of white vapor riding with the flame front as the piston drops. This setup isn't something you'll find in your average vehicle, of course. It's more of a laboratory demonstration or a passion project for extreme tinkerers and engine builders. But the core concept has real-world potential. By combining two energy sources, gasoline for instant power and steam for sustained pressure, the engine becomes more thermally efficient. Let's talk performance. In testing, the engine produces a modest but fascinating result: a drop in fuel consumption by about 15% under continuous load, with steam doing part of the expansion work that would normally require more gasoline. That's efficiency gained not by burning more fuel, but by recovering energy that would have been lost. On top of that, because steam cools the intake charge slightly, it allows for a bit more timing advance and reduces the risk of knock, especially useful in high-compression engines. And it's not just about fuel. The whole visual aspect of a transparent engine adds another layer of appeal. You can literally see valve springs compressing, pistons cycling, injectors firing, and steam surging into the mix. For educational purposes, it's unbeatable. For content creators and mechanical artists, it's like looking inside the soul of the engine. Now let's be clear, this is not a plug-and-play solution for production cars. Steam requires a boiler, water reservoir, insulation, and heat management systems that add complexity. You have to pressurize and inject steam at just the right temperature and timing to make it worth the effort. Too much, and you'll overwhelm the engine. Too little, and the benefit is negligible. There's also the question of durability. Transparent materials, while fascinating, don't hold up to the same stresses and temperatures as traditional cast iron or aluminum blocks. These engines are designed for controlled environments, not long-haul trucking or high RPM racing, but that's okay. Their purpose isn't endurance, it's exploration. What's truly exciting is the broader implication. If we can combine fossil fuel and steam in a synchronized, efficient way, what else is possible? Could steam be used in modern hybrids to recover exhaust heat? Could future engines use small-scale water injection systems to lower emissions while boosting torque? The dual-fuel Petrol Steam transparent engine opens the door to those questions, and more. The transparent casing isn't just for looks, it's a real engineering tool. Builders and researchers use it to study flame propagation, piston crown deposits, and fuel air mixing in ways that just aren't possible with traditional engines. Cameras and high-speed sensors are often mounted to film the internal process at thousands of frames per second. The result? Insight that leads to better combustion design, more efficient fuel systems, and smarter engines overall. As for maintenance, this type of engine is typically run for short periods, cooled, and cleaned between tests. The steam circuit must be carefully monitored to prevent mineral buildup or overpressure, and the transparent housing needs special treatment to resist clouding or microcracking from thermal stress. It's a labor of love, not something you just run and forget. Still, the payoff is incredible. From a teaching tool to a mechanical marvel, the dual-fuel transparent engine pushes boundaries. It blurs the line between old-school steam and modern gasoline. It fuses the visual and the functional. And most of all, it proves that innovation doesn't always come from computers and EVs. Sometimes it comes from steam pipes, spark plugs, and clear acrylic blocks held together by bolts and creativity. Thanks for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel that goes deep into the world of engines, from diesel and gas to hybrid and steam. If this transparent dual-fuel beast blew your mind, give the video a like, drop a comment with what you'd build next, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We've got more crazy builds, legendary powertrains, and cutting-edge tech coming your way every week. Until then, keep wrenching, keep watching, and keep your curiosity running hot.